Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream today. Whoa, scary music. It's not supposed to be scary. It's supposed to be intense. It's supposed to be suspenseful because today's game, not everybody knows who I am. Who am I? My name is Pebble, and I am a streamer from way back. Not really. I'm a new streamer, actually. I'm one of the newer streamers. And it's you might say to yourself, but you're old. Yeah, I'm new to like streaming, not the world. And that seemed to be the best time to get into it. Because a lot of the games we do stream is really me catching up with the scene of video games. You know, I have to be honest with you, I'm pretty far behind. Wait, sadly, the project didn't go as planned and the songs went on the shelf, but I decided to share despite their crude mixing. Okay, good. I was worried. You know what? I've seen that before, and sometimes they'll go, one way you can use this is you have to take the song and put it in your, like, credit it in your YouTube, like, comments, and it's like, it's a lot to do for me. It's like, I have to do that every time. It's hard to remember to do that, but it didn't say that. Go. Let's continue with the intro. Today's game, ladies and gentlemen, is a suspenseful game. That's what this music is supposed to be. It's a game that we have played before. Now, like I said, I used to play, here's what the game's going to be, Max Payne 3. Now, this streaming thing for me, I say I'm a new streamer. I really am. I haven't been streaming that long. It's only been 3 days. That's not true. It's been much longer than that. Probably closer to 2 years in truth. But and if you go back into the YouTube archives, Plug City, under Van Pebble on YouTube. This is not the time for plugs, though. But if you do go back and you see like some of the older games, maybe some of the first games that we ever did, I don't know what the date on those be. Maybe like a year and a half. Maybe it could be just a year. But like I've been streaming for longer because we didn't used to take the streams and put them on YouTube. I would just take the streams, I would stream them, and then Twitch would do their thing. But they would always disappear, and that started becoming a real fucking like problem because I was like, we gotta find a way. By the way, we're about to get into the game. I just want to do my intro here. I was like, I want to find a way that I can still keep all these streams, you know. So that's when YouTube came in handy, and YouTube is like doesn't get rid of them. So as far as I know, I mean, and we, you know, I don't do anything really like weird or over the top or anything, so we probably are safe on YouTube for a very long time, years in fact. And my goal is to leave a legacy of stuff behind when I die, because I'm going to die this year. I'm kidding. That's really bad to say that, actually. But I might die this year. I might die at any time. I hopefully will not die for a while, but the point is, like, I'm 50 years old, like 52 or 3. I can't even remember which one. That's how old I am. I just can't remember. Now, I was born in 73, so this year is 2026 will be this year. Well, it's 2025, so I'm 52 then. So I'll be 52 this year. And I don't mind at all, but I also know I'm closer to death than I am to life. And a lot of these kids that are 20, they were just born 20 years ago. I was born 50 years ago. So my streaming and my goals are going to be a lot different than theirs. You know, my goals of what I'm trying to do here. So anyway, I'm not trying to be like morbid here, but I am trying to tell people I like to give people an idea of what's in my brain and what I'm thinking and feeling. But what I'm really thinking and feeling, ladies and gentlemen, is a game called Max Payne 3. I like moving games around. I don't necessarily have to play the game that I'm playing the week before at all. I don't necessarily have to play the game the same day I played it before. It's something like that. This is a creative decision when we play games. And if I'm gonna tell you this real quick. If somebody actually, like a fan, let's say. You might be like snickering. Hey, dude, if you're watching, you might be a fan. If you watch more than twice or 3 times, it's okay to be a fan. I'm a fan of many things, and I try to be good to the fandom. In other words, I'm not calling you dumb, but the fandom, as they call it, fandom, is like supporting people. I'm a fan of many things, many people, and so yes, the game that we're going to play today is a game called Max Payne 3. We've been playing it, but I kind of took a break from playing it for a week. I just felt like taking a break. And I know this game. I have beat this game before. I brought it out of the archive, so to speak, to kind of spark my passion for games. And I have been passionate, but sometimes it goes here or there. Sometimes, I'll be honest, I get a little confused about where I want to go with video games, playing. And sometimes, you go, I want to try a shooter game. I want to try, like I got Fortnite finally from the Switch 2, and it was kind of relieving and refreshing to try to play that kind of battle royale game. So that's the reason why we play so many games all the time. We're constantly shuffling games. The goal is to eventually finish those games, defeat them, get all the way through with them, so that you can go back on YouTube and watch the entire experience. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's a long intro, but it's good. It's fine, because here's what's going to happen now. We're gonna press play here, okay? And once that happens, the game pretty much takes over. Max Payne is a movie it's a game movie. It's basically a beautiful, awesome, good-looking, hot-to-trot movie about a guy who's basically a hitman. Max Payne 3, and that's us, and we're now trying to find somebody who kidnapped our employee's daughter. Our employee is not a good guy. So we're not a good guy. So it's a very interesting story, and it's really told through, like, the narration is told through Max Payne. So I let Max do all the heavy lifting here, and I just play the game in between cutscenes. We do throw a few things in here and there. We will talk every now and then, because that's how we are naturally. But I try not to be, like, over the top with just throwing comments out there. It's not like you know what I always hated about school, because school just started for people. I always hated going to school because other people were what made it suck for me. Like, if I could just learn something without a bunch of other people being in the background, like a bunch of fucking, like the Muppet Show. You ever see the Muppet Show? The Muppet Show, when they would finish the whatever, somebody would do like a performance, and then the 2 guys at the top of the theater, these 2 old guys, would be like, "What do you think of that one?" "I don't know, could have been better." And then they move on, and they're always doing that, right? That's how I don't want to deal with the 2 old men at the top of the fucking thing. I don't like those 2 old guys. I hate them. I just wanted to get that out there. Why? Why did he say that? I don't know. Just let him talk. He's fucking on a roll here. Ladies and gentlemen, Max Payne 3. Let's get into it. Whenever it's ready. That's what happens sometimes. You just gotta wait for it. Yes, we had a really good stream yesterday. And that was fun yesterday. Please check out those streams. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's see what's happening here. Why is it... Oh, it didn't start for some reason. Okay, let's try this again. Let's put the music back on. Oh, the Rockstar thing. That's right, yeah. If it's having trouble starting up and it's Rockstar, I'm not surprised. No offense, Rockstar. All right, good to go. We're having technical difficulties. We are back. It's okay. Everything's fine, guys. I'm just going to turn off this music that we were playing. And I think we should be good to go here. Come on, baby. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, after a 10-minute intro, Max Payne 3. No, we're just, it was worth doing that because we're not gonna, I'm telling you, this is the last, and then by the way, this stream is not sponsored by Coca-Cola, nor is it sponsored, double caffeining the process. Rockstar, one of the greatest energy drinks ever. They do not sponsor us. We are not. Don't think like, hey, he's holding them up pretty confidently. He must have a deal with them. We don't. But I do love their products, and I will give them a free shout out. If they want me to stop doing this, also, I can do that. Leave us alone. But guys, I love your product. Rockstar, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. Hold on, sir. I'm talking to that kid out there. This is one of my favorite flavors, the punch. The fruit punch Rockstar is really good. Let's go.
The way I see it, there's two types of people. Those who spend their lives trying to build a future, and those who spend their lives trying to rebuild the past. For too long, I've been stuck in between. Hidden in the dark. What was I really doing, walking in there with my bad haircut and ridiculous shirt? Was I there to make something right? Or was I just using a messed up situation to indulge myself, grasping at some desperate delusion of control? Maybe the two went hand in hand more than I care to admit.
Papai, eu vim devolver o seu sorriso favela. Leve e solta pra cantar. Nunca esquecer como sua paz é bela. Na força pra
I had stumbled into some kind of street party. This was the kind of reality Americans paid top dollar to see. Slums had become tourist attractions, places where yuppies could gawk at the endless spirit of the poor from the inside of their bulletproof buses. I felt dumb and exposed. I missed the booze. Not that it mattered, sober or drunk, I was hardly undercover. I stood out in this place like a streetwalker in a monastery.
Continua andando, caralho! Que porra é essa que você tá fazendo aqui? Como que você sai entrando aqui assim? Anda, vai pra lá!
What do you need, guys? What do you
O que
need?
você tá fazendo aqui? Eu tô te perguntando! Eu te chamei aqui, porra!
Easy, pal, easy.
Ah, então, você é americano de merda!
Look, I didn't mean any offense.
Me dá só uma razão pra eu não te matar, seu americano burro!
Desculpa, amigo, por favor.
Passa tudo que você tem, viado! Pega o dinheiro dele! Ah, relojão, hein? Passa aqui.
Why are the graphics so good, man? Like, it's really good. Like, this is an older game, right? I'm trying to think when this came out. This has been a while. I also love that they let you pause these. There's a lot of games that don't let you do that.
Tá logo! Filho da puta! Valeu, mano. Bem-vindo à favela Nova Esperança. Agora não, fora daqui!
All things considered, I was gonna have to look on this as a good outcome. I was deep in gang territory. These kids were raised hating clowns like me. Middle-income ass-kickers who protected the rich by shooting kids like them. First day off the sauce, and somehow I'd still ended up in the gutter.
Vai lá, dá uma olhada.
Olha, ele tá meio sexy, né? O que você faria se você tivesse com
Vamos lá. Vai. Eita! Aí, boa. Joga. Aí, toca pra
If there was one thing I'd learned since I'd been here, it was that Brazilians came out of the womb kicking a ball. And for kids like these, was their one legal chance at a ticket out of here.
Tá louco.
It's cool to watch. I like to look at always when I play this game. I always look at that because it's so cool looking. Let's see. Didn't we just come from there, right?
Você que vai fazer. Ah, vou ficar com essa. Tá lindo.
Sabe jogar palitinho, rapaz?
Mostra.
Pô, que isso, a coisa mais simples. Vai lá, mostra pra ele. Você escolhe um dos três pode...
Desculpa, olá. Fala inglês. I'm a little lost. Perdido? Onde estou?
Tá no lugar errado, rapá.
No comprende. I need a phone, a telephone.
Bora.
Publico.
A gente não é centro de informação turística, não, Gri.
Well, they weren't gonna help me. And who could blame them? I was a dumb American in a place where dumb Americans were less popular than the clap. If I was gonna find my way out of this mess, I was on my own. It looked like there was a bar up ahead. Yeah.
It's such a great looking game, and the town is so good. I mean, the whole game is good looking, but God, they did such a great job. And I stand by what I've said about this game. I do think it's, for me, pound for pound, the best video game ever made.
Irony was not lost on me. I figured sobriety was no use to me dead.
Passa baseado. Ih, não é tua vez não, passa aí, meu. Aí, tem visto a irmã do Wilson, mano? Ah, ela não tá mais garotinha não, hein? De jeito nenhum. Ela é meio Raimunda. O que esse cara quer? Aí, bela camisa, hein? Tu perdeu o fusão, amigo.
Hey, are you lost?
In more ways than I could possibly explain.
I know you. At the disco, with the gun. Yeah, you had hair back then and better clothes. Anders Dudling from Steele, North Dakota. Why on earth are you here?
Well, I'm, looking for someone. What are you doing here?
Oh, we came to help the cause. See, after I retired, my wife, she said I had to do something. And, well, you know, I always loved kids, so I got involved in Angels of the Hill. Oh, it's a great cause, and they're really great folk, and, well, now we come down twice a year to help inoculate the children of the favelas. Yeah, oh, it's simply wonderful giving back. Whole family does it. In fact, my little girl's coming in a couple of days.
Aren't you afraid?
I was a cop for 25 years. And granted, Steele ain't San Paulo, but, you know, I seen things. And people are the same everywhere. Good, bad, and different.
Listen, have you heard anything about a woman, about 28, rich? She was kidnapped. I heard she was being held around here.
No?
All right, well, good luck.
All right, you too. You look like you need it. I gotta get back at it.
You look like you need it.
I'll say a prayer for you.
You look like you need it.
Another life lesson I didn't want.
That's so funny. You look like you need it. That's an insult, dude. That's not nice. That guy has a gun in there. I would love to take this guy's gun. Oh, he's got a broom. Never mind. All right.
E aí, beleza? Boa. Gisele tá aí hoje? Aí, mais gostosa do que nunca. Ô, sai de cima de mim, meu, ô. Maluco, pô.
I hoped this classy-looking establishment would have a phone so I could call Passos. Either that or a gun so I could shoot myself and save these kids the bother. Hey, that telephone?
Telefone, vai, lá no fundo, ó. Segue em frente.
When you're stuck in a foreign country and you don't know the words for reverse charges, and you're in some lonely skin joint in the middle of some poor slum, having just had every last cent robbed from you, and you call yourself a bodyguard, then you know you're a loser.
Hey, Max. Can I buy you a beer?
Do I know you?
I don't think so.
Look, if you're gonna shoot me, make it quick, I'm a little busy.
If I was going to shoot you, I wouldn't waste a beer.
Wait, come on. I'm trying to dry out a bit, so just a soda, please.
Sure. Why don't you go sit down? Guaraná pra ele, um choque pra mim. bem gelado. Interesting haircut, by the way. Meant to tell you that.
I'm gonna skip that. It's getting a little too nude there for me, and I just didn't want to get in any trouble. We're gonna play like all the cutscenes, but when it gets that kind of crazy like that, where it's sort of like, yeah, I don't want to get banned. So yeah, let's go. All right, we walk around a little bit here. Okay. I don't think I've ever come back here before. Nice. I think this is our introduction to the shotgun. The sawed-off shotgun, rather. All right, let's go.
Por favor, me deixe.
No shooting! Por favor, amigo! No.
Relax, soldier. You're American?
Oh, jeez, buddy. Am I glad to see you? Oh, fuck me. I've been coming to this shithole town for the last 5 years. It's like a fucking insane asylum. But it's got the cheapest pussy in the world. Fuck me. I mean,
You're in a cat house in the slum, pal, doing who knows what.
I'm a businessman, bro. And they were fully legal in this country. I think. And I know how to tip, all right? It ain't my fault, man. It ain't my fault. Don't judge me, all right?
Have a nice day.
He looks a little old to be a military guy.
Jesus.
I don't think
what a
he's
fucking creep. It was Monday afternoon, and I'd already been thrown out of a party, gone to a strip club, and got into a bar fight. This latest midlife crisis was certainly ticking all the boxes.
Alright, this is the way to go here. Oh yeah, this is gonna get tough. This is pretty hard, actually, this part.
É o gringo!
Ah, não sei. Tô vendo porra nenhuma.
A gente desce ou não?
Foda-se. Isso aí já era, não vale a pena não.
É certo.
The fireworks display was clearly in my honor, making sure everyone knew to roll out the red carpet for their surprise guest. I was walking into another not-so-welcome party. These hoods didn't look like Commando Sombra. Not that I was gonna get picky. This was clearly their turf, and I'd just shot up their favorite skin joint.
Vou te pegar!
Should I not? I probably should not be down here. Let me see if I can get out of this. Okay. Trying to think how to get out of here. Okay. Yeah, I walked right into it. I'm trying to figure out gun stuff here. You can just kill me if you want, yeah. Try to get the most bullets, the most maxed out bullet situation. Oops, I just hit my head there. On the door, okay. Asshole!
I was getting nowhere fast. The cold turkey was messing with me, like I was looking through another man's eyes. I needed to focus. I could hear a woman screaming. I thought I'd found Fabiana, but instead I'd stumbled across some testosterone fest. A bunch of young punks with guns killing time the only way they knew how. Nova Esperanza wasn't exactly a dinner and movie kind of place. I recognized the hoods who jumped me earlier. I was trying to decide whether to crash this party or turn back, when my natural grace and finesse made the decision for me.
Você vai primeiro! Você não é de nada! Vai em frente, eu distraio ele!
That's a great gun. But I think I'd rather have this one right now. What are we gonna do here? Oh, I see it.
Vamos pra te pegar, juro que volto! Filho da puta! Isso não vai ter final feliz pra você, mano! Matei ele na portaria! Ele me atingiu! Ai, filho da puta! Chega de brincadeira nessa porra! Tá preciso de cobertura aqui! Vai em frente! Você tem tempo! Vai!
I wasn't sure what to do there. I was gonna try something like jump across the other side, but apparently you can't do that. Okay, let's try again.
Distraia, maluco! Você tem cobertura pra mudar de posição! O Brasil precisa de você, continua lutando! Eu preciso de cobertura aqui! Me dê cobertura! Segue em frente que eu não deixo de consigo te ver, filho da puta! Me dá cobertura! Vai te dar cobertura! Puta que pariu! Não se meta nisso!
All right, let's see what kind of guns. Here we go. I mean, we could use that. All right, let's keep going. All right. That's the one we just dropped.
Você tem cobertura pra mudar de posição!
360.
I'd have felt worse taking someone's medication if everybody in that place hadn't been trying to kill me. Fabiana's market value was falling by the second. I had to get to Serrano before he dumped his stock.
Alright, let me just grab these 2 medicines here. That's good. Let me get a little bit healthy. Okay, there we go. Give me 1 more of those. That's great. Let's go.
These bastards looked different, tougher, more capable. They didn't look like Serrano's boys, but I could tell I was moving up the food chain. I hoped Fabiana wasn't going to be served up come feeding time.
Look, see this car here? Miskiff would like to buy this car. If Miskiff played this game right now, the streamer Miskiff, I don't know if this will translate years later if someone watches this stream, but there's a streamer named Miskiff who bought a Lamborghini that was basically looked like this. And he took it to a shop to fix it, and he is ending up paying like as much as he would for a regular Lamborghini. Anyway, let's go. Yeah, it's kind of funny. You had to be there. You had to be there. Oh!
There was no need to announce my arrival in that part of town. I'd drawn more than enough attention already.
Unfairly killed that guy? I don't know. Fuck you, man, really? Oh, wait, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on.
Soccer had gotten Claudio away from the favela, but it hadn't gotten him far enough. I couldn't imagine his death had done much to boost the CS's approval ratings in that part of town.
Claudio.
Esta você não ganha não, amigo. Vamos morrer. Vocês todos me deem cobertura!
Okay.
They told me the favelas were full of drugs. Giovanna, charity worker and socialite. Work with the poor and play with the rich. You try to live in two worlds. Eventually, you're gonna get your life ripped apart.
Let's see where we go here. Okay. The kneecaps. You hit him in the kneecaps? Very unpleasant.
Para que os nossos vivam, você tem que morrer. Ai, eu não consigo.
What am I doing here?
Oh, jeez. I'm dead, I'm dead. Should be dead, right? Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, this is a tough one. We're doing good, though. Oh, is that drugs? Oh, druggies. Not good.
Ela só mija, mano. O vieste, seu filho da puta. Caralho! Caralho, porra! Filho da... Ó, nós aqui, gravei!
Look, they're doing some cocaine over here. This is one of the first games, actually, this game and Grand Theft Auto were the two games that kind of showed you this, like, drug realism. This world of, like, and it was so, like, real looking. And of course, you know, I mean, look, these things always romanticize drug use, you know what I mean? To a kid, to an adult playing this game, it's like, of course you don't care about this stuff.
Passos had told me about this stuff. Oxidado. They called it rust, packed full of healthy ingredients like quicklime and kerosene, cheaper, stronger, and deadlier than crack. Easily marketed to the poor and desperate. All in all, a fine, honorable way to earn a living.
Alright, so let's... Yeah, we're looking good here. Now the cigarettes, if I was in combat, and I'm going to be honest with you, I would probably do some cocaine if I was in this situation. And the reason I say that is, I don't do drugs, but I'm saying in this situation, if there's drugs on the table and I'm getting shot at, and it's intense, and I need my reactions to be like this, I'm going to grab a little bit of that stuff and go, I'm gonna. Sorry. Ban me. Did I just get banned? Fireworks.
I couldn't find any clues in this place, so I decided to do my bit for the drugs trade.
Nice. Am I going the right way here?
That much security, it had to be Serrano's pad. Since I was in the neighborhood, I figured he wouldn't mind if I dropped in and thanked him personally for his
they locked
hospitality. It wasn't like he wasn't expecting me.
Oh, they got those things now. Shit. Nice. Nice. Okay. How the hell am I gonna stop that guy? Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't see any of these people. I just don't see where they're coming from. I don't. It's a lot. It's a lot of angles.
Foda-se, caralho, filho da puta! Viado desgraçado, caralho!
I had to hope the king was in his castle. As I approached the spot, I could hear raised voices. And I saw that Marcello had turned up with a suitcase full of money along with Fabiano's sister, Giovanna. I only understood a little, but things were not going well. I wasn't expecting quite so many armed goons, but there was no backing out now. I would just have to act harder than I felt.
Put the guns down!
Oops.
Let the girls go. No one needs to die, asshole. Tomar no cu, seu gringo de merda. Vou matar. Don't you kill her! Don't you? Okay. Caralho! Atividade! É a porra da UP! Ó, você fica com o gringo! A gente conta tem depois, vamos nessa, caralho! Atividade! Atividade, caralho! Seu filho da puta!
Here I was again, with all hell breaking loose around me, standing over another dead girl I had been trying to protect.
I'll give you a minute, buddy.
We'd only been married a short time. By now, she had been dead longer than I knew her. I still hadn't really forgiven myself for the Mona business, but I knew that was just grief. The insanity that comes with losing the life you had built. Michelle, I missed her with every part of my being. I hated the world for not killing me with her, and I hated myself for allowing this to happen to her and our little girl. But I knew I had to leave town.
Excuse me. Max Payne?
Somehow, I didn't think he was about to tell me I'd won the lottery.
All right, that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we will end this stream, because I know this game, I know where we are, and I know this is like a whole another chapter, really. It's basically like a flashback, but it's a big theme. And then I think we go, then the scene after that, I don't know if it takes us back to where we were or it takes us somewhere else, but I do know that that's pretty much the end of that chapter for the most part, and it was great. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the stream for Max Payne 3. Great game. As you can see, it's mostly me just letting the game play itself out. That's super good, super fine with me. I don't like to be like, I don't want anybody to think that I'm being lazy by playing that game. I just find that game to be really great. A really great game. So there you have it. There's the stream. It's we're going to do a quick advertisement because we had such a long intro that I feel like let's not do a long outro. Let's do a quick outro. Now here's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Van Pebble. You can follow me on all social media. We are on X, or as it's called, or used to be called, Twitter. Van Pebble. We talk about nothing really political. We're talking about Howard Stern. Is he going to get his contract? I mean, that's not like political. It's silly. And we talk about sports, and we talk about entertainment. What music do you like? That kind of stuff. It's just fun. Really what I always thought Twitter was meant for, which is for the individual to express themselves. But it turned out to be this crazy, like, how far do you go? And I think when I started on Twitter, I was like in my 40s and 30s. I was in my 30s and 40s, and I was like everybody else. I was crazy. I was typing all this crazy stuff. I was cursing, saying gross stuff, and then I realized that's not really what I want to represent. So we changed our name to Van Pebble and became a happy-go-lucky Twitter guy. So follow us on there. Also, we have a PayPal you can send money to at Thomas Palvino. If you want to show your appreciation, you can just send me cash. I don't need the Prime subs. I'm not really a Prime sub guy. If you want to Prime sub me, go ahead. But this is more helpful for me. Just send the cash at Thomas Palvino. Smaller, lowercase letters, no space in between. And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, besides Twitch, which I do want you to go to, I want you to go to my Twitch. I want you to go there now. No, but if you're on my Twitch, just do me a favor and like follow me on there, and that would really help me out. I'm very close to getting 50 people, and I'm very close to, I could become an affiliate on Twitch. That is not a joke. And if you look at the numbers on the YouTube page, Van Pebble on YouTube, we have 411 videos. That's a frigging lot. So we are for real, and yo, we're for real, yo. Van Pebble. Do people still say yo? And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, of course, we just said it. Van Pebble on YouTube and Van Pebble on Twitch. Follow me there. How about that? And that's it. Jeez. Actually, I really hope that wasn't... I hope that wasn't copyrighted. Oh, that scares me. I really can't do the copyright stuff, guys. I'm going to be very upset if I'm copyrighted by any of this stuff. All right, I'm out of here. If I am copyrighted, at least you can hear me say this. Sorry that I was copyrighted. We'll see how bad that actually is. The problem with the copyright is just they mute. So, like, I only use music to talk over. So if they're going to mute me, then they're muting my... It's important. Like, a lot of these... I noticed a lot of streamers... They're not doing anything important. They're not doing anything important. They're not really saying anything important, and that's the cool thing about them, right? They come on, they're like, yeah, so anyway, Susie and Johnny and Jillian and Jew. Hey, guys, let's watch some, or Jillian and Jew. Let's watch some stuff, guys. Let's watch some clips that somebody else made, and we'll comment on it, and that's what they're doing. But guys, are we doing anything that more important, really? Not really. So let's not put anybody down. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. I don't know. I can't play any music anymore? What's the deal? It's all copyrighted. I don't think we can play that either. We can't play anything. But I like that picture. So yeah, let's just get out of here without any music because I'm just afraid to play anything right now. It's fine. Here. Let's put this up and then we'll have a quick talk about what's going to happen next, because we are going to be streaming next. Let's put up something that's like a little bit sort of, there you go. That's better. All right. So anyway, let's go over the advertisements one more time. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. It's basically, you can see it on Twitch. Van Pebble on everything, you know. Van Pebble on my God, on my mama. Van Pebble. It's just so easy to make fun of these guys, these streamer guys. There's girls that talk like that too. I'm just like, guys, jeez. Stop talking like that. It's not good. I'm so amazed. You know, the streamers that are really doing the big numbers, like a lot of them, I'm so amazed that people are like I would be like, hey, I'll wait until you grow up a little bit and then I'll come back and watch you. Because like it's hard, it's insufferable watching a teenager be a teenager. Like it's very hard to watch. I mean, I didn't like myself when I was a teenager. I mean, I would say until I was in my 30s, I still felt like a kid. People were calling me dude and bud. Hey dude, what's up, bud? When I was like 35 years old. When I finally turned 40, people stopped like treating me like I was a fucking teenage little boy. And I have trouble watching young streamer kids. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm not saying that they don't deserve like what they do, but it's hard for me to watch. Ladies and gentlemen. So this is the part where we can just talk and say whatever we want. So we'll try to stop saying disparaging things. Let's talk about us and what we're going to do. That was the stream right there. I'm going to play a game here, I think, called The Room. I think I want to play that game because it's kind of more of a nighttime game. I don't know. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go. And maybe we will wait until tomorrow to stream. We have 2 more days of streaming. And we could do at least 4, I'm thinking maybe 5 or 6 streams in the next 2 days. So maybe we just take this stream, we put it up, and then we just ride into the sunset for the night. And then we get ourselves up like early-ish. Because Wednesdays are the days when I like to kind of get up a little bit earlier. Wednesday is when I'm feeling fully recovered from, you know, I work on the weekends. We could talk about this shit now because there's nothing going on. On the weekends, I work like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And so Monday and Tuesday are sort of recovery days. But at the same time, we try to like get some streams in. But by Wednesday, I'm like full strength Van Pebble. So that's where I think we're going to put some big streams in tomorrow. We've got some games. I will just give you guys some stuff that in case some people are interested, maybe they want to think in their mental calendar, oh, I have to check that out. Or some people may want to watch me live tomorrow. I will be streaming Balatro tomorrow. I will be streaming Hogwarts, I believe, and Claire Obscure, I think. Those are the 3 games I'd like to stream. Realistically, probably Balatro and Hogwarts for sure. And Claire Obscure just depends on the weather. Because if it's really hot outside or whatever, I don't want to risk my computer getting too hot. Claire Obscure can be kind of weird on my computer. But that's what we've got in store. And then for the last day, some Fortnite, some old school games, and maybe we'll throw in some what was the game that we just recently, Zelda. We've been playing Zelda too, so Zelda's great. Zelda, not Zelda 2, Zelda TOO, Zelda also as well. And we've been playing Breath of the Wild. That game's fun, but it's also like, it makes me realize how challenging those games can be to like figure out what's going on. And so that game is not as awesome as I thought it would be to stream. I'm enjoying playing it, but streaming it has kind of been a little bit of a nightmare for Zelda. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just like, sometimes like those Nintendo games aren't as smooth as I'd like them to be. Even the Harry Potter one, like, while I love that game, that's probably my favorite Switch 2 game that I have right now, because I play it on the Switch 2, because there's just so much going on with it. I don't want to play it on my PC. It's just like a big game, you know. But I think a lot of these big games look good and they play good, but even the Hogwarts I noticed was a little like, what do we do? Like, running around for 20 minutes trying to figure out how to get the flying page out of a book and put it into your book. That took me like 20 minutes, and I was like, we need to do better than that, you know? So I'm still kind of, the Switch 2, as far as like streaming games on there, I would rather just take a game like Red Dead Redemption or one of those games that I have trouble streaming on my PC, and those are the games that I like to stream on. Like Cyberpunk, whatever that game is called, with Keanu Reeves. Like, we have plans to buy that game and to start streaming that game on the Switch too, because that's the only place that I can really stream a game like that. I've got it set up here at a docking station, the Switch 2. I've got a capture card. I've got a fan sitting right next to the Switch 2. It's like, I've got to have all this shit set up just to play those games. But it's worth it because that's what I do with these games. And I'll be honest with you, if I wasn't a streamer, I don't know that I would play all the games that I play. So streaming them makes... Because I realize that, you know... I'll be honest with you, I'm happy just playing some of these old school things. Like yesterday, we played a game called Save Your Lists, and I had a blast. And so I could stream games. So it reminds me, like, keep streaming the stuff, like that simple stuff that you love, but also don't be afraid to branch out and play the bigger games, because ultimately people want to see you doing, like, reaching out and growing. And I want to grow as well. I don't want to be a guy who just stays in one zone. And there's also those guys, again, this is just me talking. Nobody prompted this. There's no, like, discussion that anybody... I'm a small streamer, but like, I do want to be a bigger streamer. I do want more people. I think I'm worth watching, and I think more people. So I definitely pick more games. I'd like to grow as a guy that plays and learns about more. There's games I play just because I'm like, that looks interesting. I don't think I've ever won. Balatro was one of those games that I was scared of because I never went to college. I know you're probably laughing, going, what? Go to college? Some of these games are very complicated. When Balatro came out, I was like, there were so many fucking rules. I actually didn't stream Balatro for a while until I really felt like I wasn't an idiot. Also, I made so many mistakes. How many times have you watched a streamer who really is kind of just starting streaming and they suck? And you're watching, or how about the guy or girl who does the big Call of Duty, right? And all you see is like, you get almost, you want to pass out from nausea because they can't figure out how to control the character well, or they can't figure out how to see stuff and play so that you don't want to vomit. Like, that's a real issue with a lot of people. So anyway, there's a lot that goes into streaming, and I think we're doing great. I like the direction we're heading into, and I like that we're going old school games and new school games both, and I'm having a great night. It's a Tuesday night, which is awesome. Tuesday nights are awesome. And we're going to go to bed at like 4, wake up at 12, probably stream around 2, and we'll stream all day from like 2 to 10. That's a nice 8-hour pocket. So if you are watching this now, or you're watching it, who knows, but you're watching this before Wednesday, you still have time. And like I said, tomorrow we'll be streaming for sure, unless things change, but I don't think they will. Balatro tomorrow, Hogwarts, and Clair Obscur. And those 3 games is like, that's where I want to be with games. Those games are where I want to be. I want to be somewhere between Save Your Less, which is a very like basic platformer game. I want to be somewhere between this game, which is like a puzzler platformer, Hades 2, I want to be there. Max Payne 3, I don't want to ignore the old blockbusters, but I also want to be in the advanced category. I want to be in the Balatro world. I want to be in the Hogwarts. I want the big games, the open world games. Ladies and gentlemen, I want it all. I want also, but I also feel like I'm like Boston. Remember the group Boston? People living in competition. All I want is to have my piece of pie. Yeah. Right? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? I don't know what the song's called. But it's Boston saying they just wanted their piece of the pie. That's what I want. But I want the whole thing, actually. I'm like Bob Barker in Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore. Where Happy Gilmore is like, you want a piece of me, old man? And Bob Barker goes, I don't want a piece of you. I want the whole thing. And that's what I'm Bob Barker. I could do more quotes if you'd like, but I don't think it's necessary. And I also think that a lot of people are lost. With what I'm saying. No. I think we're doing great. We're just chilling. We're having a good time. Remember, we're not sponsored on this. We are not sponsored. People think, yeah, a guy like this, he's so good at it. He's so natural. Van Pebble's a natural talker, a natural performer. It's almost like he's not even performing because he's just being himself. And that kind of guy probably has tons of sponsors. Probably a lot of them, right? Lots of them. What do you got? You got a lot? Well, I see stuff around the house. We don't have sponsors here, believe it or not. I don't know how we don't have a sponsor, but we will get it eventually. Eventually, all this joking around about sponsors is going to turn into a real sponsor. And today, we're not sponsored by Red Bull. And I will tell you this. This is not Red Bull, by the way. This is Rockstar. Red Star. Rock Red. I mean, boy, wouldn't it be great if they teamed up Red Rock? Red Star. Rock Bull. Red Bull Star. What do we miss? Did we get them all? Bull Star. Star Bull. Yeah, I would say this is my favorite flavor from the Rockstar. It's pretty good. The fruit punch, you can't, to a guy who grew up with Hawaiian Punch was always my fantasy. My fantasy was I'm gonna grow up, and then I'm gonna buy all the Hawaiian Punch I can handle. And then I don't know what happened. I just lost the taste for it. I think it's actually very expensive. Hawaiian Punch is a lot more money than you think. How much does Hawaiian Punch cost? Because I think that's one of the big reasons why I never bought it. How much is Hawaiian Punch these days? Let's see what Target. This says Target. It is... Alright, that's not bad. Like $4. It's a lot of sugar. 14 grams of sugar. Water, high fructose corn syrup. You know who probably hates this is the, who's our guy, the health guy that's in charge of the United States, what's his name? The guy that's like he's in the family of like ex-presidents and shit. I don't know. Never mind. See, that's why we don't talk politics. I just don't have, you know what it is with me with like politics and even history at some point. My brain, and I've heard this about certain people, it only takes in what it thinks it needs. So if you give me something like the United States financial budget, my brain's like, click. Why would I even, part of my brain actually is like, I'm kind of interested to seeing what we spend our United States budget on. But the other part goes, I've got Van Pebble's budget to deal with. Like, why do I care about so then my brain quickly just chooses Van Pebble. And so there's a lot of things that I just don't remember just because my brain's like, who cares about who the fucking current chairman of the board of whatever. Like, do you know how many fucking officials there are in the world? Do you know how many people that I've met on the street that are like, oh yeah, I'm a mayor of a fucking town? I'm like, really? Like, it's so bizarre how many people really are like big time. It's funny, like I met a guy who I've met like 2 or 3 famous people. They were like celebrities. They were like they were athlete. One guy was like an ex-Sonic player. I'm gonna show you the guy here. The guy's name is what was the guy's name? Let's see. It was Sonic Muslim player. Let's see, Sonic, Supersonic. Supersonic basketball. How disrespectful that they put Supersonic, the fucking Sonic fucking hedgehog before. Let me see if I can find. I've got to find this guy. There it is. This is the guy. I met this guy. He looks totally different, by the way. It's such a disappointment when somebody goes, "Yeah, go look me up. You'll see me," and then you look the guy up, and it looks nothing like the guy. But he is the guy. I believe him. But he looks nothing like this guy. So I met this guy, where I can't say where I work, but I'm a security guard, and this guy was a famous player who played with the Supersonics. And he's a really nice guy, actually. Really nice guy. But it looks like he only played for us for a couple years. But you're talking like in the 70s. And it's funny, when I met the guy, he's like, "You like basketball?" And I was like, "I love basketball." He's like, "I used to play for the Sonics." And I was like, "Oh, I figured like it had to be like in the 70s. But he doesn't look like that either. This is what he looks like now. This is what the guy looks like now. He looks a little bit older. Like, this is actually a younger picture of him. He's a little bit more beat up. Now he's kind of like... In fact, that might not even be the guy. Where is he? Let me see. 2025. Let me see if I can find a picture. It doesn't matter. And then I met this other guy. He was like a famous... Not famous, but like he was a very good table tennis player. He was a white guy. And he had cancer. I've met a few people lately that have cancer. And they're doing like big time stuff because they're on their bucket list. And like when you meet somebody that's on their bucket list, you change your tone. It's like, for me, it was like reverence. Like I bow down before people that have, like when people know they're gonna die, but they're still trying like hell to stay alive, I like can only applaud them. Because I mean, listen, I've been around a long time. I'm 52 years old this year. I'm gonna be 52. There's times when I wasn't gonna take myself out, but I sort of low key prayed for something to take me the fuck out, you know. You know, I would rather be my thought now is I want to live fully. But there's been times, listen, I've said this before, I'm not a perfect guy. Like, I'm not a person that made it in the life. I'm not successful. I've struggled my whole life with work, finding a good place to live, finding stability in my life has been a long time struggle. So I don't search for it anymore. I somehow make it work. So, yeah, we were depressed for years, dude. Pebble was depressed for years, and that's another reason why I like streaming, because it's something that keeps me going, keeps me like positive-minded, and it also reminds me that there's more to life than just work. So when I do this streaming, this is kind of work-like the way we do it, because we try to stream but also, if this really was my only gig, I would be much more disciplined, dude. I would be much more disciplined in how I stream. But because I have a real job that I have to be rested and ready for, I don't want to risk leaving one. But it's nice. I work for a living, so I'm a real person. I I get a feel for what it's like to really be out there earning your life. And then when I'm not doing that, I have time to do this. It's a perfect mix. This has been a long, I guess we needed to just sit and talk a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for Van Pebble. And dare I say, this might do it for the night. We might try to jump in and do another stream tonight. That just depends on how I feel in the next couple minutes here, or next few minutes here. Everybody have a good night. Go back and watch the last 3 streams we did. We'll put them on YouTube, and you have a good one. We'll talk to you later.